Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate. Well, we're on the way. Santos cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. And here's Inzaghi. Now it's Yamal. And that's really well manoeuvred. Zanetti is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Hazard, he's picked his way through. Gabriel, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Palmer gets a cross in. Nicely weighted ball. Great ball if he can get there. He's found the way. Yamal! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Nicely intercepted. That's a cute ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Played out to the left flank. Hazard receives it in a wide position. Guardiola unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big, big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of everyone, teammate and opponent alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there, and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence.
Deep cross, he gets big!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Filippo Inzaghi in the hunt and looking threatening. Now it's Yamal, knocks it out wide, played back in. Now it's Yamal. Yamal is flagged offside. Engages and forces him off the ball. Tries to play it through. Nice control. And this is Messi. Hazard. Ball's gone out of play. And he's managed to gift it back. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Hazard. Hazard. Now the cross. Oh, what a climb! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Szoboszlai.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
That is just about within shooting range. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Messi. Zanetti. Strong running down that left flank. Alexander-Arnold. And he's had it nicked away. He is through here. Owen. Shoots a shot! Goal! Santos! And who else? Who else? This is what he lives for, taking centre stage yet again.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
They still can't get carried away. They haven't been promoted just yet.
Ribery. The two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Palmer. It's a searching pass. Shot could be on. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And the shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Vitinha. Messi. Zanetti. Oh, that's fabulous.
Such good technique.
Oh, such a clever touch. Now there's a fine ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they're back on the ball again. Soboslai picks it up out wide. And it's Vitinha. And here's Messi.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
The referee's awarded a free kick. And we hit half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Santos have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. So off we go once more.
Santos definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made.
There's the header! It's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Hazard. Messi. Hazard looking to run onto it. Vitinha. Big chance! It's in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Manchester United. Aos 10 minutos do segundo tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 20.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Inzaghi is onto this. Pedri. Palmer. He's in plenty of space here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Goes for a shot!
Público
60 minutes
presente
played.
na partida de hoje.
Pedri looking to shake off some
8.904
unwanted
espectadores.
attention.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Shifted it to the flank. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Hazard. Zanetti, he's got away.
Manchester United really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
This is Owen. Can he get it through? Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. A corner it is then.
Substituição no time do Santos.
And we have our
Camisa
very first corner.
24. Vai ser
Here's the
substituído
header!
pelo jogador.
Oh,
Camisa
not the best of
13.
headers. Szoboszlai. Santos suddenly appear frail.
Yes, from comfort zone to a stage of uncertainty perhaps, and they can't drift into a carelessness or this could get away from them.
Van Dijk with the clearance. Now it's Hazard. Zanetti. Oh, he's found support out wide. Now it's Messi. Now it's Yamal. And the shot! It's there! Manchester United are back on level terms. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Camisa 21. Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 7. Camisa 14. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 10. Camisa 23.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, it's pretty obvious they have to change their approach if they want this, and they do.
This has become one superb game of football.
Manchester United really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
And he is going into that little black book.
Well, maybe he thought they were already promoted, Peter. It's a silly card to pick up. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Who saw this coming? Extraordinarily, they have been denied as late and as dramatically as can be. Played into space out wide. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Yamal, and he welcomes it in. Looking for the run. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Keeper has taken decisive... Oh, what has happened here? Over to the left.
indicados 4 minutos de acréscimo.
Played out wide. Yamal making good progress on the right-hand side. 4 extra minutes added on. Well, they've got it again. Well, there's the clearance. He's looking wide. Now it's Nunez. Rafael Leao has it out wide and in space. Serginho gets into a good position. And the referee brings it to a close. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here. Santos come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond. He's looking wide. Oh, that's fabulous. That's tidy. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Now it's Kane. Can he get on the end of this? Well, it looked promising for a moment, but... Palmer! He's got away with one there.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy's son really is a manager's dream. A second striker, a poacher and a winger, all in one. Oh, and don't forget, great off both feet. You just don't get that sort of tactical...
And Messi! That is decidedly lacking.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Serginho. Messi has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Pedri. Serginho.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, that's well spotted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Akanji. Out to the left it goes. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that was very necessary. Played out to the right. No, he's just misjudged that one. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Now it's Owen. Tries to pass it through.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Serginho kept his eye on it, and he's there. That is good alertness. Havertz. Now it's Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. Messi. Now it's Palmer. Palmer. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Pedri. Palmer. Santos looking to pass their way through. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Owen unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, that looks a decent ball. Camavinga. Looking to play him in. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. That's the keeper's ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Owen. Owen! Goal! Santos! And look who it is. He leads the way. He leads the way again. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, He took his time and he put it where very few can.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
They still can't get carried away. They haven't been promoted just yet.
1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. And the pass is intercepted. Messi now looking to orchestrate a counter, and this is Kane. It's a searching pass. Santos leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half. And the shot! Oh, the ball's in for the pieces! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Olise takes a shot! Sticks it away! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming.
And he shoots! Oh, surely that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Kane receives it in a good position here. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Santos really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Santos in control at half-time, 2-0. That gets things going for the second half. Owen, it's played through for him. Good ball, good take. Can he finish? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Havertz! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
And it's Son Heung-min looking for the run. He steps in, and that's the end of that. There's the crossfield ball. Now it's Mbappe. And that is out of play. Chiellini. Serginho. They played crossfield, changing the point of attack.
Good ball, that too.
Little pass back. Knocks it into space. Ball swung in. Oh, important interception. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Camavinga. Now it's Kane.
Santos have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Alexander-Arnold. Olise. Son Heung-min. Nicely weighted ball. Here comes the cross. Son Heung-min. It's Camavinga. And he's had it nicked away. Oblak.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Santos have a free kick. Alexander-Arnold is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Palmer. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Mbappe! Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Owen. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Great vision, it's a promising position. Serginho delivers with whip. Oh, well played. Pass somewhat off target. Palmer. Fernandes. He's gone for goal!
Substitutions taking place.
Santos have their second corner now. Distributed tidily. Alexander-Arnold picks it up out wide. Alexander-Arnold. Fernandes. That's a little off target. Serginho. And it's Serginho. Mbappe looking to get on the end of this. That has ended up in good effort from distance. Oh, great effort, but he's produced a save to match.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Punched away. Crosses it in. And now they can spring out of defence. Alexander-Arnold. Owen. And he was alert to it. Kane. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Palmer. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Can he get it through? And it's Alexander-Arnold. Decent chance! They're going to be quick to recover this. Messi. Palmer. Looking for options for movement. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Serginho, and he's managed to get free. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Long ball by the goalkeeper. And we're done. Santos have done it. A promotion sealed with a win. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Santos really were brilliant today, Peter, to produce a performance like this in a game that could have a massive outcome on the team's future. Those players have every reason to be proud of themselves and deserve every bit. Their start.
Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. Saliba reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Yeah, something that I mentioned to him in person before the match, Peter, although it took some time to register. Pretty much the same with me on my 100th game. I was more focused on winning than anything else.
Threads one in. Played through for the wide man. He is just caressing the ball. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Kukçu. Looking for the run. Chiellini gets over and intercepts. And that was very necessary. That is ended up in no man's land. Fabinho promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
There's a sharp little ball here. Into the channel.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Havertz. Played out to the left flank. Zanetti kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And the pass is intercepted. Park Ji-sung is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
And that's a throw-in. Now it's Owen. Santos are looking to break at pace. Zanetti couldn't squeeze it through. Mbappe. Referee's given a throw. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Pass somewhat off target. That's a cute ball. He has a look up. Can he finish? Goal! Santos! And Santos take the lead. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And he's gone looking for safety. Palmer. Now, can they get him away? Vitoria upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Olise gets into some space. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And he whips it. Up he goes! He has done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Santos are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Mbappe, And he's managed to get free. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Santos with the corner, there first. Victoria have the chance to go the other way. Nuno Mendes, now he's off and running.
Santos are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Serginho. Cross to the back post. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Knocks it into space. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Saliba. Kukçu. Oh, that is a nice touch. Played towards the front line, and he cuts out the supply. Pass is just off target. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Well, that is one way to stop him. He's on it, can he get away? That's a good ball. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. And it's half-time here. Reflections on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Santos in control at half-time, 2-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Olise. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoying. He's through and all alone! Takes a shot! He's scored! The second half off to a spectacular start! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Owen! He's got a goal! And this is getting better and better. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
And that's going to be a booking.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
That has not gone well. Gabriel. And here's Havertz. Mbappe. Serginho has it out wide and in space. Park Ji-sung. Now it's Neymar. Aims beyond the defence. And he's intervened well there. That's really well cleared. And he's only too happy to take that back. Serginho. That is lovely. Tries to cross. He's had a shot! Yes! And he is just ripping it up. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Santos grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Well, that's foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague and they look worried. Probably be looking to play it square from here. Header! Oh, extraordinary.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Great vision. He's found a way through. That's been cut out, well played. And he's managed to get rid. And it's Kukçu. Now it's Neymar. And he's surging through. Alexander-Arnold did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He won't be happy with that one. Santos do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Palmer. That has been slung wide. Zanetti demonstrating his defensive quality there.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Great ball, and he's in real chance! Fantastic from Forlan! A finish of true class! It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Victoria give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Forlan with the short one. And he thumps it clear. Zanetti, it's a pretty loose pass. And now they can spring out of defence. And that has left him in a heap. Chance here to counter. He has found the way through. Oh, easy pickings there. Chiellini getting this one clear. Alexander-Arnold can get it clear. It's a promising position. And he's straight offside. Can he get on the end of this? He's picked his way through. Serginho. Lovely feet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Forlan. He's in a great position here.
Vamos ter 5 minutos de compensação.
Tries to play it through. Saliba getting this one clear. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that is that. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Mbappe reflecting on a stellar performance and now taking home a permanent reminder for his mantelpiece. Santos get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. As you can see, we've already started here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
The defensive qualities of Williams.
Shot, surely! Goal! Santos! And what a start!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So, a breakthrough already. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe tries a deft little ball. Skims one in. Van Dijk plays it all the way forward. Knocks it out wide. Messi. Palmer. Serginho. Mbappe. Threads one in. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Havertz is onto this. Gabriel Jesus. Santos leading here thanks to that early goal, and the score is 1-0. a sharp pass. Applies the finish! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Van Dijk clears. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. That's a cute ball. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. Bobs him off it and wins back the ball. Palmer with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nice looking ball. Oh, super ball! And he's managed to get... Can he finish? Oh, surely that deserved better.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Van Dijk getting this one clear. Looking for the run. Shoots! He scores! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And he's making progress on the ball. Nicely shaped ball. Owen picks it up out wide. Played in deep. Alexander-Arnold can get it clear. And the shot! Turns and goes back. Back in once more. Climbs up big! And it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unearned.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Santos find a position of real strength now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He's in plenty of space here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. There's the header! Great football, shot and save. Alexander-Arnold. Portugal have reclaimed it. Looking for options for movement. That is a great pick out. He has found the way, and a chance! They've scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
It's become a case of men against boys.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now it's Owen. Played out towards the right wing. He is through here! Now the delivery. And he's gone looking for safety. Who's going to be first to this? Olise! Is there to clear. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Diaz. And it's Messi. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Pedri. To Chiellini. Mbappe. Now it's Owen. Now it's Mbappe. Has a shot! Oh, terrific save.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Now it's Olise. Now it's Owen. Played out to the left flank. Shot at goal! He's got a goal! And he is just ripping it up!
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
We hit half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Santos really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Santos have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Now it's Palmer. Olise has it out wide and in space. Camavinga. Mbappe. Is there any support? He might not need it. It is a corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oblak. Alexander-Arnold. Looking to play him in.
It was indecision all around. They have to do a bit better than that.
Diaz. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Quality ball. Pedri, spread out to the left. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned.
Diving header! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Público presente na partida de hoje. 9.187 espectadores.
And it's Pedri. Mbappe. Serginho has it in a wide position.
That's good defensive concentration. That's positional goals. He utilises it.
A header! Sticks it away! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game, and everything seems to be coming off it.
And the shot!
Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 18.
Havertz. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's been drilled in. Chooses to go back. To come backwards here. Santos do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. That's very neat. Eder Militao did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Mbappe. Now it's Palmer. Just a quarter of an hour to play. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Gabriel Jesus. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Chiellini promptly onto that, and that is that. Now, can they get him away? He's found a way through. Cross flop. Gets his head on it! Oh, off the bar! Mbappe! Great chance! No, it's wide.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Substituição no time do Santos.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Camisa 29. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 14.
Santos have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's got full. And it wasn't a great header in the end.
Santos really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Now it's Gabriel Jesus. The final 5 minutes. Eder Militao gets across to intercept that. Played out to the right. Shapes to shoot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, denied at the last.
Substituição.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Van Dijk is there, and he can get that clear. And he's had it nicked away. Pedri crosses. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Now it's Kane. It's a sharp little ball here. Palmer!
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Good chance here.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And that has been cleared. Saliba produces the perfect tackle there. Oh, that's nice. Chance for a shot! And it's in! And the chasm continues to widen. That's that, the end. Santos really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity, barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Watching, there's very little room for debate when it comes to Andrea Pirlo's legacy in the game of football. He made that deep-lying creative position his own.
Although I believe it was something that happened almost by accident.
Pretty happy accident.
Yeah, it seems he started out as a number 10, but he didn't have the necessary pace or physicality, so he just dropped deeper. Now his game is all about stepping up at the right time, picking the most perfectly measured through balls, and he's nailed it.
He rises! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Colorado Springs clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Played out wide. It's a promising position. Serves up across. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Palmer. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Messi. Pedri gets over and intercepts. Serginho. And it's Palmer. Santos are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Once more, he proves rigid and robust, and he was quick to react. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Serginho. An instinctive delivery, brilliantly cut out. Shevchenko. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, well played, well played. Palmer receives it in a wide position.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Out towards the flank. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Hit into the middle. Alexander-Arnold has it in a wide position. Alexander-Arnold picks it up out wide. Some resolute defending there. Great ball, and he's in here. Olise! Messi. Now it's Shevchenko. Ambitious ball here. Dink through. Nice interception, well timed. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And that could set him on his way. And he's in on goal. He's come in hard. And we have our very first corner. And it's hoisted clear. Lovely bit of skill. Takes a shot. I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Somewhat off target. Oh, good looking ball. He's only too happy to take that back. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's a sharp little ball here. Konate. Quality ball. Now it's Shevchenko. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And the first half is done. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Santos have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Substituição em andamento.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Santos carrying a one-goal lead. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Thuram. Passing is crisp and sharp. Good steal, he just read it. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. Referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box, they just need a good delivery.
Thuram. Knocks it out wide. Now the delivery. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that is a little undercooked. And he's taking no chances there. Played out towards the right wing. And he's gone searching crossfield. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. And it's Serginho. Palmer. That has been cut short. Turns and goes. He's had a shot! That was a matter of inches.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Pirlo makes the interception.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Roberto Carlos.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to...
Big header! He's got a goal! They are right back in business!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. Decent chance! Sticks it away! And the comeback is complete! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, it looks like they just want to introduce a new focal point to the attack.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And he's there to belt it away. Santos are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Havertz. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Messi. Havertz. Oh, good spread. Roberto Carlos spots it and intercepts. It'll be a throw-in. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Can he finish?
Substituição no time do Santos.
Santos making consecutive changes here.
Camisa 29.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quick.
And a chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Santos will have one further opportunity to make a substitution. He's going for goal! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Pedri. Messi. Tries to pass it through. That's a good ball. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. All Black, in the context of the game, he must save it. You like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Plays it across. That is a brilliant interception. Has a look and plays it forward. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Baresi. Oh, there's the shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Struck first time. No, not quite.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Spread out to the left. Oh, that's a key interception. That is ended up in no man's land. Ribery. Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Played out wide. Oh, such a clever touch. Messi aims beyond the defence. And they're not going to make any further progress now. A climax we have here, and that really is so impressive. Santos give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Knocks it into space. Messi. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, that's well spotted. We are into stoppage time. That's a shade optimistic. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, played right into his path. Shot a goal! Oh, taken with style. And surely that does it. Perfect time, decisive strike. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this... And we're done. Again, that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity, barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate.
There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proof positive that...
Terrific header! Goal! Santos! And the game springs instantly to life.
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's Koundé. Chiellini gets across to intercept that. Now it's Olise. He's found the way through. Olise. Oh, look at the space here. Played into the box. He gets big. Oh, he's hit the bar.
Oh, should really have made more of that.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Neymar. Hernandez. Now it's Olise. Mbappe. Neymar. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Santos leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. It's a mighty effort! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
With Rudiger. And he cuts out the supply.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Palmer. There's the crossfield ball. Mbappe. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Good switch, that.
Alexander-Arnold, who does have an assist to his name. Now it's Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
A header! Harmlessly behind. Hernandez. The pass is intercepted.
Olise really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It's a promising position. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hernandez. That's Valverde.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Palmer. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Camavinga. And it's Valverde. Now it's Messi.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Koundé. And he welcomes it in. Koundé's cross. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Pinches it off him.
Yeah, very good job. He positioned himself there.
Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take...
Oh no, what has happened here? He has found the way through. Oh, the ball's... Chance! And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Neymar. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Olise. Well, that's been cut out, well played. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Santos leading 1-0 at the break. And the second half gets underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Oh, smashing header! No mistake! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Santos are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's going to be disappointed with that. Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Hernandez gets into a good position.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Mbappe was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
And it's... Defending was strong and firm. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Rijkaard. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Quality ball. That has not gone well. Camavinga. Good, strong midfield running here. Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Tries to get it clear. It's a throw-in. It's Camavinga. Now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Chiellini powering forward here. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. There they go, hunting in packs. That's a cute ball. Can he get onto this? Camavinga. Rudiger. And it's Camavinga. Messi. Rudiger. It's Camavinga. Cannavaro. Barcelona finding their passes.
He's making a real surge on the left.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Rijkaard is fouled. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Mbappe. Well-timed, excellent interception. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Mbappe sends it crossfield. Elise. Great vision. Just about up to 75 minutes. Not the most accurate pass.
Keeper's got good distance on that.
Rijkaard. Played out to the left flank. Decent chance! And that's a real chance missed.
It's a good effort, and you can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
Santos choosing to make the first change. It's Valverde. Chiellini gets a foot in here.
He's shifting through the gears here.
It's not an especially good pass, that. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That has been slung wide. Van Nistelrooy. Passing is crisp and sharp.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
A probing pass. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. Rijkaard. Deftly away. Aims beyond the defence. It's a searching pass.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
2 minutes to be added on. Looking for options for movement. That's the keeper's ball. And that will be it. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
Chiellini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. He's picked his way through. Cross flung in towards the middle. Oh, well played. Havertz. Havertz! Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And this is Neymar. That is a brilliant interception. Now, can they get him away?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Foot in. Now, who's going to be first to this? And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Giorgio Chiellini, Jim. Now, there is a defender who loves to defend.
Yeah, and he's a very capable one too. I mean, this guy is all about courage, physicality, athleticism, about as hard as they come. Although I personally like to see him paired up with some ball-playing defenders. His distribution is decent, but you want him to focus on the main task, which is defending, and that he loves.
Serginho going full tilt down the left. Chiellini. Still goalless. Now it's Owen. Messi. Madrid upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Oh, this looks sharp. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Out for a throw. Messi. Now Neymar. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. That's an imaginative pass. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Neymar. Zanetti. Zanetti. He has found the way through. That's very neat. And he's gone backward here. Takes a shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates, and it's Messi. Knocks it into space. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Oh, well measured. He is through here. Alexander-Arnold clears. Chance to climbs up big. It's bounced back off the post. And he thumps it clear. Neymar.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Van Dijk. Messi. Looking to play him in. Well, that's an excellent interception. Serginho. Mbappe goes on a charge down the left. Chiellini. And it's Van Dijk. Now he's off and running. Zanetti. Palmer does well to get it back. Olise, he can run onto that. Olise has it in a wide position. And it's half-time here. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Here we go again.
Imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And it's Zanetti.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Davids. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Great vision. That's a nicely shaped ball. Shot and goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
And we have our very first corner.
El dorsal 20. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 18, Cristiano Ronaldo. El dorsal 14.
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi. Looking for options for movement. Great ball, and he's in here. And that has been cleared. Messi goes short. He's a sharp little ball here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Serginho makes the interception. Davids is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Messi. And here's Neymar.
Such good technique.
And he's found a way past. Can he finish? And he can clear it away. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Chiellini. Passing is crisp and sharp. Serginho tries to play it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That'll be a throw-in.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Azar conjures time and space where few can. And this is Ronaldo. Alexander-Arnold does really well to win the ball there. And they've got rid. Looking for the run. No luck with that dink over the top. He's ended up in no man's land. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Serginho's cross. What a throw in. Can he get it through? Oh, good ball! Well, that's a dangerous ball. Azar. So, what can they make of this? Serginho proves too strong. Rodri. And it's Azar. Half an hour gone in the second half. And Alexander-Arnold. Messi.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he's intervened well there. Oh, terrible pass. Nicely spread. Saka. It's run loose here. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery.
He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
Alexander-Arnold.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Chiellini. And it's Rodri. Zanetti. That has been slung wide. Oh, good take in a good area. There's the shot! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Van Dijk.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Davids. Hazard goes steaming forward. Lovely bit of skill. Real chance! Ambitious ball here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Alexander-Arnold. And time is up. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. Your reflections then, Jim?
Santos can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate. There's the whistle. So the ever-ready Jordi Alba looking to go full throttle from the outset as ever, Jim.
He'll have a very busy game as usual, Peter, constantly going up and down that flank. He's got the pace, he's got the work ethic, and some great crossing too.
And so a great source of assists, of course.
Absolutely, like all the best fullbacks, Peter.
You know. Aimed beyond the defence. He's found a way through. Osimhen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Has a look up and drives it forward. Threads one in. He's in plenty of space here. He's got away. Cross flung in towards the middle. That's a cute ball. That is good alertness. Nicely weighted ball. He's picked his way through, and that was nowhere near his best. And it's Simons. Now it's Osimhen. Osimhen! Tries to play it through. Ambitious ball here. Great defending, strong and determined. Now he's got space here. That pass isn't the best. Well timed, excellent interception. Mbappe! Santos yet to have an attempt on goal. Simons knocks it into space. And it's Simons. Now it's Osimhen. And no, that was never going to make it. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Danger averted for now. He could be in here. Mbappe chooses to go back. And he's there to clear it. Kukçu. Now it's Osimhen. And they can counter here. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Palmer. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Beckham. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Chiellini calmly anticipates. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now this could be a chance. That's been slipped through. Olise. Palmer. Oh, it's Van Basten. Van Basten. And he can clear it away. Goes down, but nothing given. And it's Kukçu. That's an imaginative pass. And he's made sure that's not getting through. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? Serginho looking to hit the byline here. Now it's Olise.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Now it's Simons. Now it's Beckham. And it's Palmer.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Substituição.
Here we go again then.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
The most accurate pass. Van Basten. Zanetti. That is good strength. Now it's Beckham. In towards the back stick.
Defending of the desperate variety.
Nicked it back promptly. Mbappe. Great vision. That's a lovely, neat pass. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Van Basten. Oh, that's well spotted. Saliba gets rid without sophistication. Raul. Good ball, good take. And this is Van Basten. Oh, he's bustling through here.
And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head.
Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Mbappe. And that pass just didn't quite work. Serginho swung over. And that's been won straight back.
8.855 espectadores.
And that's a throw-in.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 6, camisa 21, camisa 9,
Intercepts the
camisa
throw, that's well
24,
read.
camisa 29, deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 18, camisa 4,
Foden,
camisa 10,
shot at goal!
camisa 7.
And that is doing no harm at all.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Out for a throw. Looking for options for movement. And Ribéry! Oh, he's been caught napping. And he's there to get it away. An instinctive delivery. He's tried one! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Chooses to go cross-field.
Well spotted.
And he's intervened well there. Now it's Van Basten. And he was quick to react. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Looking for the run. And the pass is intercepted. And this is Kane.
Santos clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, what's he done? It's a goal! And that could well be the winner!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
He has given that the lot. Bang!
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Madrid have penetrated for the first time.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter. The desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away.
Terrific header! And that could have brought them level.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
Pedri wins the duel this time. Santos must do something here, and very quickly.
All they need is one
Shoots! It's there! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Just 5 minutes left. Osimhen picks it up out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really...
And the shot! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Three 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Now it's Kane, who played through for the wide man. Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Time added on, 4 minutes. Tries to pass it through. No, it's come to nothing. It's really well cleared. Well, that is one way to stop him. Can he get it through? And it's Pedri. Oh, no joy this time. And they've got rid. And that's that. Santos have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so. But there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate.
We have already started here.
Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Palmer cuts out the pass. Oh, they could be caught out. Shoots! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
He's going for goal! It's a loose ball. That is great defending, so alert.
He can get that clear.
The most accurate pass.
And the counter is on. It's a good run down the left-hand side. That's a foul, no two ways about it. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Alexander-Arnold gets it away. It's a pretty loose pass. Saliba getting this one clear. De Bruyne.
Oh, really well played.
And this is Inzaghi. Chiellini does well to stand firm and defend it. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. He is through here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Havertz. Havertz. Now, can they get him away? Shot, surely! He's scored! Santos are all square. How very smart. He just got it right.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And here's Vinicius Junior.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That pass has been well intercepted. Havertz is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. And he lines up a cross.
Well played and well cleared.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Rudiger calmly anticipates. Now it's Owen. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
substituição.
Can he get it through?
And he's on his way!
Keeper's got good distance on that. Palmer, Olise, he won't be happy with that one. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Inzaghi. And it's gone back to the keeper. Pedri. Now this could be a chance. Chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And once more he proves rigid and robust. Looking for options for movement. Delivery from Mbappe. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Saliba has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Olise distributed tidily. Out for a throw. Alexander-Arnold has it in a wide position. And that is a little undercooked. He's gone for goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Havertz really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Santos with the corner, there first. And that's not going to trouble anybody. Oh no, this does not look good. De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press.
2 minutos de acréscimo.
Oh, really good feet. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Mbappe. Rudiger gets over and intercepts. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Santos will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. Not at all.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Santos clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Nice control. Chiellini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Looking for the run. There's the crossfield ball. And no, he's seen through all of that. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, that pass isn't the best. Played up towards the front line. Over to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Olise, who's set up one goal so far. Mbappe gets flagged offside. Black punts it upfield. Rijkaard. Spread out to the left. Goes looking wide. No way through.
Público presente na partida de hoje. 8.855 espectadores.
Pass somewhat off target. Looking for a runner. That has not gone well. The ball's gone astray. Rijkaard. For De Bruyne. Neymar. Lovely feet. We get a throw in.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 6.
Bumps him off it and wins back the
Vai
ball.
ser substituído pelo jogador. Camisa 18.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Mbappe. And he's picked out the run. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Santos clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Ball's gone out of play.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 21. Camisa 5.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Camisa
Kane.
29.
That's a shade optimistic.
Camisa
Rijkaard.
4.
Out to the left it goes.
Camisa
And there's his
7.
chance to lead the counter.
Camisa 27. Substituição
Serginho
em andamento.
spots it and intercepts. And they've got a throw. Hit into the middle. Cleared without hesitation. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bastoni. And it's Conte. Into the last quarter of an hour. Ribéry. Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's quick to get it clear again. Conte. Plays a sharp little ball here. And this is Owen. And he's had a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Aims beyond the defence. Drives it. It's a mighty effort! In he goes again. Goal! Manchester United! And they've got their lead back. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Minutos do segundo tempo pelo jogador. Camisa 14.
Manchester United go into the lead.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Just 5 minutes left.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Looking to play him in. Conte. He's got plenty of space out wide here. 2 minutes to be added on. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And time is up. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. How would you sum up